What's up, y'all? Got a banger from the Modern King. Let's get straight into it.
You need a job.
No, I don't want a job.
Well, I know.
It's so much work. I don't want to do that.
Absolutely,
No.
she needs a job.
Welcome to adulthood, honey. Not a single tear. Not a single tear.
And I think it would be great if you volunteered some more at the soup kitchen. You could do some great volunteer work down there.
Wow. Literally in disbelief that women fought for the right to work. Baby, pass me the Windex and put me in the kitchen where I belong.
They did this to themselves, but now want to complain that it's too hard.
That's great.
Ever get ready for work?
What kind of sock was that?
Welcome to the Independent Woman who is tired of being an independent woman chronicles. I'm tired of doing manly things by myself, like taking trash out, lifting things up 3 flights of stairs.
Her is all you need to know. The Gorgeous Joe. These average women all think they're beautiful. Like, you're average at best.
Going to get my car maintenance.
And when men offer to take care of everything, they're shamed by feminists.
When men don't want their wives to have a job, they don't want them to work, it's because they don't want their wives to have the ability to leave them.
No.
We all know that.
Let me know in the comments, is that, if you guys want a wife, I know some of you guys like being single, you're career bachelors, you're mgtow. Like, if you have a wife, would you rather her stay at home, be a homemaker where you make all the money, or would you rather your wife work? Just let me know in the comments. Personally, I don't want Cass to work. I want her to sit at the house. I want her to cook, clean, make me food. Like, I get a lot of love from her bringing me a plate of food. Like, that's what I want. I don't want her out in the workplace. It's stressful for women.
Back before women could work, women stayed in unhappy marriages. They stayed in abusive marriages because they literally could not leave. And nowadays, there's really not a whole lot that men can offer women that we ourselves can't provide. Men keep proving over and over again that
How about semen?
they are not emotionally aware. They're not emotionally competent. They don't pick up after themselves. They are basically a child that you have to live with. I'm sorry for the general.
That is so rich coming from you, honey.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
You're acting like a child.
Hashtag not all men, but like it is all men. Men know that we don't rely on them anymore to take care of us. And so when a man is saying that they don't want you to work, I'm just seeing red flags. They want to make sure that you do not have the ability to leave them when you get tired of their bull.
Men didn't want their wives to work because they didn't want their wives to go through the same stress they do, not because they wanted to abuse them. The only reason you're shaming men for taking care of their families is because no man was willing to do that for you.
Facts.
I don't want to work anymore because I'm literally just working at a job that does not interest me and does not fulfill me. But I have to work at this job because otherwise I can't afford my rent and I can't
Well, here's the thing, dude. Like, women usually don't get fulfillment out of careers. Men do. We get a lot of fulfillment from going out there, conquering in the world, climbing the social hierarchy or the career hierarchy or the corporate ladder. We get a lot out of that because we achieve it. We make more money and things like that. Like, we get a lot out of it. Women don't get a lot out of that stuff, right? Women get a lot out of having a family, having kids, nurturing children. That's what they get a lot out of. Cooking, being a homemaker. Women thrive in their feminine and men thrive in their masculine. Do you guys agree? Let me know in your comments. Like, I believe that men are their best versions of themselves when they're in their most masculine, and the same vice versa for when women are in their most feminine.
my bills and I can't afford any food. And it just feels like this constant loop because I spend most of my days in a job that I don't want to be at, but I have to be at. And then when I'm not at this job, I'm too tired and drained to do anything but nothing. So I don't even advance in my life. And people say, like, get another job or whatever, but I don't want another job. I don't want to keep working for other people for the rest of my life. Like, I want to fulfill my dreams. I want to do what makes me happy.
I do not want to work for the rest of my life. Does it look like I want to get up at 6 a.m. every day for the next 60 years?
Yes.
No, I'm too pretty for that.
You're not that pretty.
Flash, my love, beauty is a depreciating asset.
Facts,
yes, your beauty will fade just like everybody else's. You are no exception. Mm-hmm. And once your beauty fades, you will have nothing to bring to the table. And once you don't have anything to bring to the table, the people that were giving you stuff because you were beautiful will take all of it back and you will be left with nothing, including no self-esteem. So instead of relying on your beauty to get ahead, why don't you go out there and get a damn job, get some skills, get some education, so when your beauty does fade, you have something to stand on, because relying on your beauty is a short-term play.
Bang.
Let's play a game called Count the Red Flags. Red flag number 1, before we even start the video, just started an unnecessary argument with my husband. Why did
Baiting attention on TikTok. You gotta love it. The modern women motto. Let me bait some attention on TikTok.
you do that? Were you bored? Were you projecting guilt? Do you even like your husband? Completely forgot I need to borrow money from him tonight. Red flag 2, does not actually feel bad for starting this unnecessary fight, but does feel bad that it will make her mission to obtain money from him harder. Red flag 3, why do you need to borrow money from your husband?
Yeah.
Why do you have a borrower-lender relationship with your spouse?
Facts.
I'm in a difficult situation now, as I'd be breaking all women's code if I apologize, but I need the money.
This is just a self-actualization that women don't apologize. When women apologize, it takes them 3 business days. Women apologize for what happened a week ago, whereas men, we apologize for what happened just then.
Red flag 4, implying that she would be betraying all women as a whole if she apologizes for her own
children
actions. That's not how that works. She thinks that personal accountability is a threat to feminism. And red flag number 5, this one's a little bit more subtle, so let me know if you guys even caught this one, but not even wearing a wedding ring. I'm not trying to be this lady's PR guy or even like her life coach,
She's got a point though.
If you want money out of your husband,
at least
wearing the ring might help.
Wow. That's crazy.
Can you hear I'm homeless?
Okay.
One of my boyfriend's place, he's in the other room, but I can't believe I was wasting my money on rent all this time. Life hack, if you're hot, do not ever pay rent.
Wait. Who told you that you were hot?
Shots fired! Shots fired!
I'm genuinely almost afraid to see where this is going.
You can literally just go on Hinge and stay at different guys' places for free every single night.
No, that's a terrible idea. That sounds like a recipe for possible disaster. I mean, what could go wrong besides everything?
And nothing bad has happened to me yet.
The key word...
Yet.
There is yet.
I'll let you know how long I can keep going with this until I'm sleeping in my car.
I'm genuinely hoping that this is all just a joke.
Because they do only last a few nights and then they break up with me because I realize I'm using them. But so far so good.
Hey, as long as she's getting the mileage and these guys are getting what they want, that's all I care about. If these men can go in there, plow through, realign your spine a little bit, you can stay at the crib for a couple days.
Are so good. Yeah, right. I'll say it again. I really hope that this is a joke and that they're not serious, because giving this type of advice is inviting disaster.
Yeah.
As if there already wasn't enough reason for most people just not to want to date at all. Now they have to be aware of people that could possibly just be using them for a place to stay.
You're telling me, as women, this is what we fought for?
Yep, that's what you fought for.
To go to work.
Your $8 lattes, your AirPods, your little pigtails, and your Nike Fit. Yeah, that's what you fought for. That's what you wanted. Equality.
To work. In any conditions. Impossible.
Forget STEM. Any of you girls want to use equal pay to sign up for this job? Because feminism, because anything men can do, we can do better?
No, you can't. Like, bro.
Reject delusions, embrace gender differences.
I don't really want to work anymore. Let me rephrase that. I don't want to have to
Wait. I know who this is. I've seen her before. Isn't this isn't this like the Dracula character off Hotel Transylvania?
Shots fired! Shots fired!
Her nose has had a long day. What is this? Let me guess, she thinks she's a 10.
Feel like I have to work every single day. I've been doing a lot of reading about women being in their feminine energy, and that's exactly how it worked back in the 50s. Obviously, things are a little bit better now, more rights, all of that. But it would be really nice to be able to focus on the things that women are biologically supposed to be doing. Instead, we're basically doing the same thing that men are biologically supposed to be doing. I don't really feel like doing that anymore. I also feel like money is a really big factor in relationship issues and eventually divorce. Also, a lot of data out there talking about men being the sole provider of the family typically makes a relationship just work more because the woman is more focused on the home and the house and the kids, which is a complete full-time job, by the way. Imagine saving money on childcare. Yep. I know there's a lot of opinions about this, but that's just mine.
Does anyone else just love going to the grocery, planning your meal for the night, going home cooking? Like, wouldn't that just be so amazing to be able to do that stuff every day and not have to go to work? Like, get up, make myself and my husband's breakfast, pack his lunch for the day, take care of the house, clean up.
But yet you got the cumbrellas.
And maybe I'm pushing it by saying working part-time, but the joy I find in doing these domesticated tasks, I love it so much.
If you enjoy
But it'll never happen to you, honey. Because the thing is, you're a modern woman. You think you're equal. You're not equal. We're different. This is the biggest problem with modern dating right now, is men and women are different. But the thing is, women want to be men. And the thing is, ladies, you aren't us. We earn more than you because we work harder than you, right? We do harder jobs, therefore we make more than you. We get compensated for the difficulty of the job that we do. You want to do underwater welding like those guys? You want to be in an oil rig for $1,000 a day? You want to be on Deadliest Catch, be on a boat for a month, catching bluefin tuna, catching crabs? I mean, a lot of y'all probably catching crabs as it is. But I'm being for real, though, my dildo. Like, you get it. You smell when I'm stepping in. We have to get back to a point in modern dating where we understand that men and women are different, and it's okay to be different. Women bring certain things to the table, and men, we are the table. I'm just kidding. We both bring different things to the table. But this is where we've been lost. Feminism has absolutely pulled women in a direction to where they're completely lost to what they used to be traditionally. And the thing is, hoflation has gotten out of control. Our grandfather's generation had to pay a much cheaper price for a much more valuable woman. Nowadays, you got to pay a higher price for a woman that's ran, has a bunch of mileage, has a bunch of trauma, and probably has a freaking kid. You're telling me that we're paying higher prices for single moms now than we used to for women that were virgins? How does that make any sense? It doesn't make any sense. It makes zero sense. So women, as long as you guys embrace your femininity and embrace your traditional values, you will go out there and attract a traditional man. This is why I always say life is a mirror, not a window, and you attract what you are. Where you're at right now in life is a culmination of all the decisions you've made up to that date. You're not happy with the outcomes? Go back and look at the decisions you've made. Life is a big math equation. It's a bunch of adding, subtracting, dividing, multiplication, and then boom, you get to where you're at. You're not happy with where you are? Go back and look at your decisions. It's as simple as that. Man, woman, it doesn't matter. But the thing is, since women negate accountability so much, they're like, well, it can't be my fault. It's got to be everybody else's fault. And this is where us men and women differ. Men, we take accountability for our actions. And I almost bet you, let me know in the comments, all of you guys right now watching, you understand that you're in the place that you're at in your life right now because of your own decisions. There may have been some things that were out of your control, right? You may have been raised up poor. You may have been born into poverty, things like that. I was raised up poor. I had to go to school on a scholarship. But I had to go out there and work for this scholarship. They didn't just hand it to me like, hey, you got a big forehead. Here you go. You got a big forehead here. You got big ear, big Dumbo ears, and a crooked nose and a lazy eye. Here you go. No, I didn't just get handed out a freaking scholarship. I had to go earn it, right? And so, like, you can get out of your circumstances, but a lot of people hold on to these crutches, and they say, well, I was poor, and, my dad hit me, and he was abusive. Yeah, it happens to a lot of us. I was raised up poor. My dad was abusive. He hit my mom. We were really, we were super broke. My dad was a drug dealer. You know what I mean? Like growing up, my dad had cameras all around the house, and all the windows were like boarded up with blankets because he thought people were watching. He was super paranoid. He was doing speed. He was doing cocaine. Like, it was bad. I've turned my life around from my own decisions because I took off the crutches and said, hey, everything that's happened in my life is my fault. Whether you want to believe it or not, I believe as soon as you stop playing the victim, you get all of your power back. So stop playing the victim and take your power back and say, hey, you know what? Where I'm at today is my fault. What does that do? It makes you take accountability for everything, and then you can move forward from it. Forgive the people that have done you wrong, because Danny Trejo has a great quote from Machete. I don't know if it's from the movie, but He goes, what you can't forgive, you eventually become. So all of this negativity that you're holding on to, eventually one day it's going to manifest itself in you if you don't let it go. You've got to be like Elsa from Frozen and let it go. You just have to eventually, bro. Because if you don't, you're going to hold on to it and have this angst towards everyone and towards these other people. That's why when I was about 21 years old, I called up my dad and I forgave him. You think my dad ever called me and said, hey, son, I'm sorry? No, my dad's a degenerate. He's childish. He's immature. He's not a real man, right? So it took me being the man that I needed to be and saying, hey, you know what? I forgive you. And then when I forgave him, what did he say? I'm sorry, son. I should have called you sooner. But it's okay. I don't expect him to, because I'm going to step up and do what I have to do. Sometimes doing what you want to do isn't as good as what you need to do. Sometimes what you need to do is what you should want to do. And I always say, when you're looking for a woman, you need to find a woman that you need, not a woman that you want. Because if you don't go for a woman that you need, you're just going to go for your wants, whether it's sexual desires, whether it's superficial desires, whether it's a couple things that you really like that she does. Maybe she's toxic. Maybe you like that. But a woman that you need is much different from a woman that you want. A woman that you need is going to fill in the gaps for the deficiencies that you have in your life, right? For me, I needed a woman that was organized. I needed a woman that was very feminine. I also needed a woman that was mature. I needed a woman that was emotionally mature, right? She was old. She was mature enough to make decisions that were hard in times of need, because I figured out that once I get a little bit older and I have a family, you know, if we have kids and things like that, I'm going to need a woman who can take charge when I'm not around. I'm going to have to work and pay all the bills, right? So there's going to be times I'm not going to be around, and I need her to make these decisions. And when I was looking for a woman like Cass, I said, does she have the potential to be a good mother? That's what I was looking for. I wasn't looking for just a girl that was a good girlfriend. Like, I was like, will she be a good mother? When you think about that end goal, you're looking for much different things, right? If you're thinking about, I just want a girl that's a hot girlfriend, right? That's one tick box, right? I'm thinking of a girl that would be a good wife. That's good. She's a helpmate to you. But when you're thinking about a woman that's a good mother, she has to tick all three of these boxes. She's got to be a good girlfriend. She's got to be a good wife. But then she has to be a good mother. So when you're meeting these women, if you're meeting with the intention on getting married, and I know you guys, some of you guys are like, I hate marriage, and I get it. Cool. Keep going your own way. I'm proud of you guys. Keep doing your thing. I'm pro-marriage. I think relationships are why we are here on this planet. I think we're better together, and together we're better. I think men thrive off of being in a societal group, which is, a family. And I think women do the same thing. I think we as humans thrive better from having meaningful relationships, whether that's friends, whether that's a spouse, and things like that. And if you don't have that, I feel like isolating yourself can be detrimental to your mental health. Some of you guys may think it's great to be alone, and I'm cool with that. Keep doing your thing. As long as you're happy and you're not hurting anybody, great. But I think we thrive from being in groups. That's why we've made it this far, right? There gets to a point in every person's life where you need help. And when you get to that point and you need help, it's good to have people around you that will help you. Whether it's financially, whether it's emotionally, whether it's spiritually, whatever it is. Maybe it's just, moving. Have you guys ever moved and done it all by yourself? Dude, it sucks. It sucks moving everything by yourself, but when you have a unit, you have like a family, or you have like a group of people that you're around, a wolf pack, whatever it is, like it makes life a lot easier because your network is your net worth. And if you don't know a lot of people, it's tough to go out there and grow because you can't always do it by yourself. If you need to move a couch, it's tough to move a couch by yourself. You ever tried to move a couch by yourself? It sucks. I've done it before. It was horrible. It took me forever. If I would have had just one other person, it would have made life a whole lot easier. That's why I believe in like going out there and building meaningful relationships. I want to make a course about this because I feel like everyone could benefit from this, whether it's you want to make friends or you want to go find a spouse or partner or whatever it may be. But yeah, man, like, always take accountability for everything that's ever happened in your life, because at the end of the day, you're the common denominator. So that means everything that happens to you was meant to help you, whether it's good or bad. Hard life, or easy choices, hard life, hard choices, easy life. It's as simple as that. Go out there and conquer the things that you're most afraid of, because the most success you're going to find is going to be behind the things that you're afraid to do or that you're anxious to do. It's just how it is, man. Hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys tomorrow, man. Peace.